On the heels of the U.S. military not meeting recent recruiting goals, there are some in the Department of Defense and Congress that want to let more illegal immigrants enlist. With thousands flooding our southern border with many military-age men, many concerned people think such an enlistment plan would be foolish at best. In some unique circumstances, there have been illegal immigrants who have gotten green cards and, in fact, were allowed to join our military, some very honorably. My new video report looks at the pros and cons of the U.S. allowing more illegal immigrants to enlist in our military branches. It may actually be that immigrants, even illegal ones, can be patriotic Americans willing to give their lives for their adopted country. Many feel that anyone willing and qualified to serve should be able to, especially at a time when military enlistment has dropped so drastically. Consider the following situation. If someone was brought to the U.S. as a child, grew up here, possesses a desired skill, is qualified, and wants to serve, what good does it do to deport him rather than let him enlist? When so many Americans now who would never consider military service, some say we should applaud those from other countries who volunteer to protect our country. Many proponents of allowing illegal immigrants to join our military realize that enlisting to gain citizenship could greatly incentivize individuals to want to do well. Our military has seen many citizen military retiring en masse the last few years, and many others have been told they can't re-enlist. If illegal migrants could somehow fill the huge gap in our depleted military ranks, some say it has to be seriously considered. But that could invite more people to come to the U.S. illegally by accepting them into the military. The southern border surge in 2023-24, many think, has been sparked by a rumor that immigrants who crossed the border once here would be allowed to stay. That's why so many have crossed and turned themselves in rather than hiding. Up until now, our military hasn't been open to all illegal immigrants. It's open to just a few under very specific conditions. Only those brought here by their parents when they were younger than 16 are eligible to join, and only if they've already received a deportation deferral, and only those having critical skills. The current program is capped at 1,500 recruits per year. Right now, the number of illegal immigrants managing to join is likely only a small percentage of that number. Having said that, as of January 2024, there is a new push to widen any program to allow more illegal immigrants to join the military. U.S. Senator Tammy Duckworth of Illinois is spearheading an initiative to address recruitment shortfalls within the military by expanding the eligibility for non-citizens to serve. The legislation is labeled the Enlist Act, which hopes to bolster the military's ability to meet its manpower requirements by increasing the number of eligible recruits. If passed, the legislation would open the military's doors to individuals who have resided in the U.S. for a minimum of 5 years. This included those protected by the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals DACA program, persons with temporary protected status, and those who hold approved petitions for immigrant visas, and a few others. On a related similar story, in August 2023, AP reported that a new Illinois law would allow certain non-citizens to apply for police officer jobs, but they must be legally authorized to both work and carry a firearm in the country. This would include lawful permanent residents or green card holders, as well as those in the country with permanent legal status, but not yet full citizens, such as refugees and asylees. Prominent Republicans claim this is unacceptable since it would allow non-citizens to arrest Americans if they break the law. We'll see if and when any of these military and police law changes actually come about. This is H.A. Graves.